This is angry veteran Drew Taylor. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good. Could you back off your microphone a little bit? You're breaking up.
Oh, sorry about that. I guess it's Texas Tuesday because I'm calling from Plano, Texas. I got a chance to talk with my grandmother who lives over in Charleston, West Virginia, about the chemical spill that happened in the Elk River. So if you're wanting a little bit of extra deal about this, these guys apparently, as part of their contract to buy the company, was supposed to set aside $1 million for retrofit the equipment to bring it up to modern code specs. These guys sat on the money and didn't do a damn thing about it.
Now, my understanding is they bought the facility, I think, for like 600. My understanding is they bought the facility from, I think it was Quaker State, for like 600 grand or something. I'm not.
Yeah.
And so you're saying that they had a fund set aside to retrofit, which of course they basically, I don't know, maybe they invested it, maybe they saved it for company parties, but they didn't do the retrofitting.
The money was specifically set aside as part of their contract for renovation and retrofit to bring it up to specs, and they did not do anything with it. For what it was intended for.
Now, can you imagine if, this type of negligence, no one's going to go to jail for this. And it is, which is just a stunning indictment of how corporations are allowed to get away with this stuff. There'll be maybe some fines, but people need to go to jail for things like this.
Yeah. And what's even more ridiculous is the fact that the governor is going on the television saying, oh, this isn't a coal problem, it's a chemical problem.
Right.
No, it's a chemical industry that is supporting the coal industry. Now, to say that this is not a coal problem is complete and utter horse pucky.
Right. You're absolutely right.
It is a coal problem. It's a coal problem because it's a chemical that's used in the coal process.
Right. It's used to clean the coal, supposedly.
Yeah. The bottom line is the fact that you've got a Democratic governor who's, got ties to the coal industry, and I don't blame him. That's his major industry. It's pretty much the only industry that's supported,
right.
My birth date for the last, 50, 60, 80 years. But to try and pull spin on this, especially when you've got as many counties who directly rely on that water supply. My grandmother's not able to take showers. She's not able to cook with it. She ain't even able to touch it. They've got water supply stations set up, which is basically nothing more than, a military version of a shower facility to take care of people. And these guys should go to jail. It's criminal negligence, and bottom line, at the very bare minimum, they're in contractual violation.
Right.
But somebody needs to go to jail for this.
And what's also stunning has been sort of the incredible corporate media. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a blackout, but just sort of this. Like I say, I mean, if this was some act of terrorism, if there was a hint of it, and 1/10 of the amount of people lost their ability to drink water, the whole country would be in lockdown now.
Yeah.
It's stunning. I appreciate the phone call though and the update.
Yeah, not a problem. I mean, this goes back to the same thing that we as Texans have been dealing with for the last, I want to say 6 months, with not only the massive cuts and regulations, but West Texas ended up having, a facility blow up because they were holding a ton of toxic chemicals there, and nobody said flight or reason except for, about 24 to 48 hours later, when the Dallas Morning News and the Texas Herald showed up and said, hey, what happened with that boom?
Yeah.
That's your free market for you. It's booming.
Well, you don't want to turn America into just a regular, to be completely enslaved by regulation. So better that we all just not drink our water.